Yeah, let's talk of Nigerians moving to South Africa. Okay. Apart from the internet beef, sometimes it can be very fisty between Nigeria and South Africans, and South African thinks Nigerians want to take all their women, and the South African women think the South African men are always lazy, they don't want to work, and they see the Nigerian guys at the checkbook. Very crazy stories. Anyway, in today's video, I'm going to talk about Nigerians moving to South Africa. If you're someone who wants to move from Nigeria to South Africa, some of the things you should have in mind, and some of the things maybe you should just know or be aware of. So now get your drink and let's get into this video. Sometimes we often have these questions of if South Africa is better than Nigeria or if Nigeria is better than South Africa. In one word, or let's say two, or let's say three. Nigeria is yes better than South Africa. Let me give you a few examples. You see, South Africa is a country that is still living with its colonial structure, that is still living with the whole black and white structure that still exists. The people who have the majority economic power in the country are still the white dominated part of South Africa, which is just truth. So which means the black South Africans there, they are kind of, let's say, I don't want to say the word, you know what I mean. But again, when you think about that, now you think about you being a Nigerian coming to the same country. It's going to be tough, of course, because the black South Africans, for themselves, they don't find it easy. And I will say the cost of living in Nigeria and cost of living in South Africa is almost the same. Even Nigerian can even be more expensive in terms of livelihood and lifestyle compared to South Africa. Yeah. So is it because of economic reasons you should move to South Africa or something? I don't know. That's your own answer. You can answer your questions the way you want, but again, I'm not going to answer it for you. But now let's talk about some of the things, some of the challenges, and some of maybe things you can just take advantage of. For example, let's talk of the harassment. You being a Nigerian, it's already like a stigma. If the police control you or they see you the way you look, they understand, oh, this must be like a Niger bro, and then they get to harass you, your document and so on, your resident permit and this one and that, and the harass is non-stop. And because you're a Nigerian, the way they are going to treat you, the police, the South African police, is just going to be crazy. And you'll be mad, you'll be angry, even though sometimes you got everything under control, they will still judge you for you just being a Nigerian. And that's just one fact. And now let's go to the second one, which is xenophobia. You see, the South African men specifically, they don't like Nigerian men. They don't want you in their country because they see Nigerians as Nigerian being smarter than them. They're getting their best job, they're getting their best women, so we are saying as a threat to them. And I don't think we are actually a threat to them. I just think, if I see someone doing something good, I'm not going to judge them. I'll just do me. If you buy a car, I'm not going to be jealous of you because you buy a car. I'll just get my own. If it will take me 2 years to get a car, I'll work for 2 years, make the money, and buy the car. That's it. Problem solved. And we shouldn't also be having this mindset of someone is taking away something I'm entitled to. You see, respect is the hardest currency to earn. You don't give respect from your own pocket because, okay, I have respect in my pocket, take, I give you. You earn it. And this is how it is. And that, for South Africans, is something, it's really, really hard for them. They struggle to accept it that way. And this one is the reason why we have the whole xenophobia thing and so on. Of course, maybe they accuse Nigerians of doing some bad things in their country. Again, South Africa do some bad things also in their own countries. Okay, I'm not saying all Nigerians, men living or women living there are innocent, but I can guarantee you Nigerians are the ones most South Africans even they are proud of. So that one is just something, you should keep in mind. Okay, let's talk of working in South Africa. Working in South Africa is, the South Africans as well, they are not getting their best jobs because only their white dominated population are getting the best job in the country. And because South Africans is also like a country that live under apartheid for many years, and Nigeria even has to help and support them as well for many years. But we are not here to travel back to the memory lane and say, okay, what we did and what is what. But the thing here is working in South South Africa as a Nigerian, what do you really want to do there? You see, if you're someone who wants to go there and to be working in South Africa, I can't help you with much information, but one thing I can say is if you're a Nigerian planning to move to South Africa, plan with the mindset of going there and having a business. You heard me right. Have a business, not go there to be working. If you're going there to be working, it's almost the same way that you can get a better job in Nigeria as well that will pay you almost the same amount. At the end of the day, you convert the conversion rate to naira from rands to it's the same. So at the end of the day, even being in Nigeria is more better because you get to stay with your family, you get to stay with the people you maybe you love, maybe you don't love, maybe you find a new group of friends in Nigeria that you really relate to well. And this is one of the truth. And if you are a Nigerian that have a business in South Africa, of course you're going to going through a lot of challenges because of the pressure of you being a Nigerian in the first place. But the second place is you'll be successful because if all the Nigerians in that place, that area, they get to know you have your own business and you have your own thing going on, your place will be kind of a place of support and kind of it will really drive your business very hard. And somehow it give you like a chance for you to be able to have some contact. I'll put it this way. In this sense, I think yes, this is one of the way I can encourage to move to South Africa as, let's say, a businessman, as an entrepreneur, as a Nigerian. But if you want to just go there for like a normal life, get a job in Lagos. You get the same money. You make even more money. I'm just saying. So this one is one thing I think it's also like information, like it's very important to be clear on it. Okay, the final part of this one is let's talk of you marrying a South African woman. Okay, in South Africa, if you live in South Africa for 10 years, you can get their permanent resident permit, and after that I think you can also get if you live in South Africa with a resident permit up to 10 years, you can get their permanent resident permit and then you can apply for their passport. But if you marry a South African woman, you know, it gives you a privilege, like it reduces the years very fast and then you can quickly start your life. Let's say you want to get your passport, then you can move with your wife out of the country to more better country, because South Africans also, they still have this privilege of traveling to many parts of the world for like 3 months without visa. So this is just one of the benefits of like something on. They also have to inspect like the relationship if it's real. They have to inspect your marriage if it's real, your financial, your rent, their communication history. So many things really goes on when you also marry a South African woman as a Nigerian. They will always like, okay, is he paying you? How much is he paying you? You know, many things like this. And sometimes some people even rat out some of our brothers even that they have like a really good relationship with. And these are, let's say, some of the information I can provide for now. And also I'll be traveling to South Africa in the next couple of months. I'm going to really make some really good documentary films there. But until then, I'll drop the mic here and I'll see you in the next one. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Ciao.